What is up, my people? My name is Stifflered and welcome back to the cafe, where I'm serving up Java Minecraft content to help fuel you with inspiration. Today is a really special day because I am this close to breaking a big milestone as a YouTuber. As of this recording, I have 977 subscribers here on this YouTube channel, which means I'm right around the corner from breaking that 1,000 subscriber milestone. Over the last year and a half of me doing this YouTube and Minecraft thing, I have learned a lot, and some things that I've learned are actually kind of surprising. And I'm not talking about the standard tips that a lot of YouTube educators might give to you, though those are definitely important, but there are some underlying ideas that have really changed my perspective and my perception of what it means to be a Minecraft YouTuber. And I guess I can talk about this with some kind of authority because technically I'm a full-time Minecrafter now. While I'm not making riches and I don't have thousands or millions of subscribers or views on my channel, it definitely is a full-time job. I teach Minecraft in after-school programs, I have this YouTube channel and Minecraft servers, and I just recently got a job working for a Minecraft server hosting company. That's Shockbyte, by the way. You should go and check them out. So while I still have a lot of areas where I need to grow and learn, I thought that I would share some of these uncommon tips with you on how I am changing my own perception of what it means to be a professional Minecrafter. Now, YouTube itself is not my full-time job, but I'm getting there and I hope to get there one day. So I don't know that some of these ideas that I'm going to share with you today are correct, but I want to hear from you too. So if you have any thoughts on anything I say today, please let me know in the comments down below. And while I am chatting with all of you, I actually have a little project I'm going to work on here on my Minecraft server, the Villager at SMP. I need a squid farm. Last time I did one of these talking videos, I actually went squid hunting for a while and I found like 6 squid. So I went and I looked up some squid farm tutorials here on YouTube, and I thought it would probably be a good idea if I just went ahead and built one of these. Speaking of watching a Minecraft tutorial about how to make this squid farm, one thing that I've learned as a YouTuber on my journey to 1,000 subscribers is that you need to watch everything you can as a student. But I'm not just talking about watching tutorial videos. I'm talking about watching literally everything that you possibly can and learning from it. I have been watching everything from movies to music videos, from Minecraft YouTubers to the random YouTubers that make it on the trending page. And I'm always asking myself the same questions. Why does this video or this movie make me feel the way I feel right now? Why do I like it? Why don't I like it? Why do I feel happy? Why did I just laugh? What is getting me engaged with this story that is being presented to me? Is it the lighting? Is it the music? Is it the way that the video creator makes cuts between scenes? How did they balance the audio so that certain words or points or notes or moods really come across in a strong way? But it kind of brings me to the second lesson that I've learned over the last year and a half. And that is, you need to be thoughtful and intentional with every piece of content that you are creating on YouTube. But not just YouTube, also Twitter and Facebook and Twitch and other social media. If you want to just goof around and game and have fun with your friends, that's totally cool. This advice probably doesn't really apply to you so much. But if you want to turn YouTube into a full-time career in the future, then I think it's important to really consider what the intent is of the content that you are creating. Watching videos and movies to learn how the directors or the YouTube creators are setting the tone and the mood of each piece of content that you watch is good and all, but if you aren't implementing the lessons that you learn in an intentional way that solidifies your brand, then those lessons really aren't being used in much of an efficient way. I'll give you a little example. My channel right now here, Cafe Stifflered, has mostly been about giving tips to server owners and plugin developers and YouTubers in the past. And even right now, I'm doing that same thing. But because of my job with Shockbyte and moving a lot of that type of server tutorial content over there, I know that I need to start making some changes here on this channel. So the videos that I'm focused on creating are becoming more storytelling, more creative, and more about the game itself. But I know that switching up my channel entirely is going to be a big shock for people. So what I'm doing is, instead of just totally transitioning my channel over to a new type of content and shocking my subscribers with all new subjects that they didn't subscribe for, I'm slowly trying to move my channel in that direction of having more fun, creative content. And that also includes what I'm doing outside of YouTube, on Twitter and Facebook. Like I said, I'm trying to engage with people in a slightly different way and slowly progress in an intentional way to being more about storytelling and creativity across all of the social networks and all of my accounts. I want them to know, like, hey, I'm still me and we're still doing the same cool stuff, but my content is gonna move more in a direction that I want to go in. And that actually leads to my next point, because I have to admit, I made a mistake. I've made a lot of mistakes, but this one in particularly fits in with this point. Early on in my channel's history, I found myself being really inspired by some YouTubers. I was consuming all of their content, I was commenting on everything that they did, and I was trying to mimic their success. I wasn't even really doing this intentionally. I just saw people that I thought were really cool, and I wanted to do something like them. And sure, that might have been great when I was first starting off, but it actually had been a little bit of a detriment. I was so used to comparing myself to these other creators that when it came time for me to start creating my own identity, it was actually really difficult, and I found myself getting really discouraged because I wasn't matching their success. I got into the habit of comparing myself to them, and that was made even easier because, well, a lot of the people in my community come from those creators. The biggest problem actually came when I started trying to create my own identity, and I was getting really insecure about it because a lot of the people that were watching my stuff came from him, and I saw that they loved what he was doing, and so I felt really insecure when I started doing things different. That type of insecurity can really put a damper on your creativity. The mistake that I made, and the problem that I see with a lot of small creators, is that they attach themselves to a larger YouTuber, somebody who's already successful, and then they have a hard time creating their own brand and their own identity. And when it comes time for them to start doing that, they get super discouraged and they continue to compare themselves. They'll get jealous of other creators. They could even get jealous of the people that inspired them to start their journey to begin with. The point is, you can learn from somebody and be a student of their content, and you can be inspired by them to keep going, but you should always try to be intentional about the type of content that you're creating and make sure that you are creating your own identity, something that fits you and your personality. As I've heard said dozens of times, different is better than better. You don't need to see other creators as competition that you need to be better than. Just learn to figure out who you are and be yourself. That said, being yourself is super hard work. I was watching a recent video from Harris Heller over on the Alpha Gaming channel, and he talked about the type of work that goes into being a successful streamer or a YouTuber. I highly recommend you guys go check out his channel if you don't already know about it, because he gives tips like these all the time and they're always phenomenal. This here might actually be a good spot to put a squid farm. Nope, not at all. Swim through all of this water and not a single bit of it is river. Anyway, in this video, Harris talked about what it takes to be a success on YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. And he described how a lot of new creators will actually think that if they just keep working and doing the same thing, that they'll eventually find success. While it's true that consistency is incredibly important for the success of a channel, that's not the full story. It's not just about streaming every single day for 4 hours. It's not just about publishing a video every single day to make sure that people are always coming back to your channel. There is so much work that I did not realize goes on behind the scenes. Not only do you need to be spending time learning and acting as a student by watching content from successful creators, but you also need to be implementing the things that you learn. And when you're first learning a lot of these tricks, that can take a lot of time. Some people say that they can't become a YouTuber because they don't know how to edit videos. And as Harris pointed out, well, brain surgeons don't know how to perform brain surgery, but they learn. I think I finally found a good spot for the squid farm, so I'm gonna start marking this area out. But not only do you need to be learning how to use all of the technology that is available to you, you also need to be learning about your audience and about people and about psychology and about trends in the community. You need to be reaching out and making business connections with people from all around the world. And you need to be constantly tweaking your brand so that you're always evolving and improving yourself. I've always said success is 50% dumb luck and 50% preparation for that dumb luck. If you aren't learning how to handle your accounting or taxes or legal documents or business agreements, getting connections with freelancers that you can use in the future when you launch that next big project, going to events and conferences, taking online courses to learn new software, then when dumb luck opportunities pop up for you to get involved with, you might find yourself really falling short of where you need to be. But the thing is, this journey that we are on is exactly that. It's a journey. We don't need to have all of the answers today. We don't need to have all of the answers next week. We will never actually have all of the answers. But every step that we take, every lesson that we put into practice gets us closer to succeeding when that dumb luck finally arrives. And it will arrive one day. Especially if you're engaging with people in a genuine way on social media and on YouTube, and you're talking with people and you're introducing yourself. You never, ever, ever know when somebody might give you a really awesome opportunity to show your skills. Being a YouTuber is not all fun and games. It is work. If you get to know some of your favorite YouTubers from behind the scenes, you will see they take their work very, very seriously and very professionally. Some of the people that I see being the goofiest and having the most fun on their streams or on their videos are genuinely the most professional people that I have met in a while. They just learned over the years how to create a brand that they enjoy, that people connect with, and that will lead them to greater success in the future. They created a character that they want to portray on the screen every day. And for some of them, when they wake up and they don't feel like doing the job that they have created for themselves, they symbolically clock in, they put on their face, and they get to work. And it's hard, and sometimes it's draining, and sometimes you just want to quit doing what you are doing. But you gotta remind yourself, this is the dream. This is the job I've always wanted and that millions of people around the world would kill for. And you play the part because that's what you do as a professional. If you're a waiter at a restaurant, you don't go into work thinking, oh, I'm having a bad day, and so you get an attitude with your customers. You put a smile on your face. You treat your customers as if they are the most important thing of the world because that's what your job requires of you. YouTube is no different. Sometimes you don't want to engage with people. You don't want to make a video, but you do it anyway because that's your job and that's what it requires of you. The trick is doing all the prep work and getting yourself in a position where you enjoy that job so that it makes it less of a slog on those hard days. But I think that this has been a long enough rambling video, and I just realized when I switched back to this view that my background wasn't behind me, and now my green screen over there is all faded and everything, and I'm making mistakes, and this is great because I'm trying to say that I'm excited about 1,000 subscribers, and I'm trying to talk about being professional, and I'm making mistakes and screwing it all up. That's kind of the point, isn't it? It's a journey. I'm learning, you're learning, we're all learning together. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. And I'm excited to keep going with you. I hope that this video has helped you a little bit. It answered some questions, gave you some inspiration, and helped you think in a little bit of a different way about what it is that you are doing with your YouTube career. Oh, one last thing. Learn to say no. That's like super important. You need to learn to say no. Don't jump at every opportunity that comes to you, every collaboration opportunity with other YouTubers, anything like that. Be intentional with what type of content you want to create. And if an opportunity comes up that doesn't fit in with your intent, say no to it. But I think that subject is pretty self-explanatory. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. Thank you for supporting me and helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. I got some kind of a 1,000 subscribers special that will be coming up when we actually hit that big number. But I did want to say I appreciate you guys. We're this close and we're going to be there very, very soon. I'll see you all around in the next video. I think it'll probably be something a little more fun. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, peace.